All right, we are going to talk about TED, okay? TED is our TED. We are going to look at the endocrine system through TED. So you're going to use the information within the PowerPoint to fill in each circle and the appropriate notes describing the function of each endocrine gland and hormone associated with it. And then you're going to cut out each circle and glue it to the appropriate place on your TED diagram. All right, so what is the endocrine system? So the endocrine system is a collection of glands that secrete hormones. Hormones are proteins directly into the circulatory system to be carried toward a specific target organ. So essentially what they are, hormones are little direction manuals, and when your brain wants something to happen, it secretes these hormones. It puts out these hormones. That's what secretes means. It puts out these hormones to be carried to the organ of choice. So what are hormones? Hormones are your body's chemical messengers. They travel in your bloodstream to specific tissues or organs and work slowly over time, affecting your growth, your development, your metabolism, whether or not you can reproduce, and your mood. So this is TED. Okay, and he is your master. Okay, the pituitary gland is your master. So it stimulates specific glands and tissues in the body. So when it says stimulates, it means it makes them work. Okay, some of those different tissues in the body or glands in the body are the thyroid, the ovaries, the testes in boys, the mammary glands, and the adrenal glands. The pituitary gland is really the master gland. It's the one that really does all the heavy lifting within your body. It stimulates the growth and repair of all cells in your body. So when something happens, the pituitary gland sends out those hormones, those specific hormones that allow growth and repair for cells. It produces 7 hormones. We have human growth hormone, or HGH, thyroid stimulating hormone, or TSH. Okay, those are 2 of the big ones that we are going to talk about in here. So human growth hormone makes you grow. Okay, and thyroid stimulating hormone makes the thyroid work. All right, so the parathyroid, so that's this little thing right here. This produces hormones that regulate calcium and phosphorus levels, which help with bone development. So when you're growing or when you break a bone or something, anything that has to do with bones, okay, is going to come from your parathyroid. And basically your pituitary will send a message to your parathyroid, which will send a message out to your body to release calcium and phosphorus so that you can build your bones. So the hormone that it uses is called the parathyroid hormone. Now here's the thyroid. So we've got our pituitary, our parathyroid, and now our thyroid, which is in our neck. This controls rate at which the body produces energy from nutrients, known as your metabolism. So if you have a slow metabolism, it's usually your thyroid's fault. If you have a fast metabolism, it's usually your thyroid's fault. Okay, so understand that the thyroid releases the hormones triiodothyronine, or T3, and thyroxine, T4. You only need to know the T3 and T4. Okay, these help whether or not you digest quickly and absorb a lot of nutrients, and you have a high metabolism, or you digest slowly and don't pick out a lot of nutrients and you have a slow metabolism. The thymus. So again, if we're going through this, we've got our pituitary, our parathyroid, our thyroid, and now our thymus. So the thymus increases white blood cell function. The thymus works a lot with your immune system. Okay, it increases your immune response. So when you get sick and you need more white blood cells to help out, the thymus is what increases the immune response. It also stimulates certain pituitary hormones. So if the thymus needs something, it's going to tell the pituitary to tell somebody else that it needs something. The big hormones that the thymus works on are thymosin and thymulin. Okay, thymosin and thymulin. Now we have the adrenal gland. The adrenal glands are sitting right here okay? And they help to react to danger. This is the reason why when you get scared, so let's say someone scares you, some people run and some people turn around and punch. Okay, that's called the fight or the flight response to danger, and your adrenal glands are responsible for that. They help regulate your body's response to stress. So when you're going through a stressful situation, your adrenal glands are at work. When you are going through a stressful situation, sometimes your blood sugar levels get messed up, so you might end up with too high or too low blood sugars, and that is a part of your adrenal gland. Your cardiovascular function, so how well your heart is working. So your adrenal glands, let's say you get scared, you know your heart rate goes up. That's because the adrenal gland has triggered your cardiovascular function to increase. And your gastrointestinal function will slow down. So the fight or flight, it will manage your stress, so make you sweat or make your eyes dilate. Your blood sugar levels, it will give you an increase in energy when this is going. That's why you often feel really energetic and so, I guess, like kind of shaky when you have an adrenaline rush or adrenal rush. Your heart beats fast and your gastrointestinal, your digestive system actually slows down. And that's because of the hormones adrenaline and the steroid hormones cortisol. Okay, those are the two big hormones that come out of the adrenal gland. Then you have the pancreas. The pancreas, the function is it lowers blood glucose levels after meals by stimulating the absorption of glucose in the liver and the muscle tissue. So the pancreas is what is responsible for your blood sugar, and basically insulin is the biggest hormone that comes out of the pancreas. And in some people, the insulin doesn't work very well, or the pancreas doesn't work very well, or there's some issue between the two of them, and that's when you get things like diabetes. All right, the ovaries. So in females, okay, the ovaries are responsible for egg production, for allowing you to come to sexual maturity, and for a healthy menstrual cycle. Okay, a healthy menstrual cycle, meaning when you get regularly, okay, and then does all the different purposes that a menstrual cycle is made for. The hormones that the ovaries will secrete are estrogen and progesterone. Okay, both are responsible for egg production, allowing you to come to sexual maturity and having that healthy menstrual cycle. In boys, the testes. So the testes are these little blue ones here, the ovaries are here. Obviously, not everyone has, or nobody should have both sets. You shouldn't have both testes and ovaries, but for the purpose of TED, okay, we're going to show you all of them. So testes, their function is sperm production. They make sperm. They do sexual maturity in males, and they help maintain healthy levels of muscle and bone mass in males. So they're the ones responsible for making boys big and strong, if you will. And the hormone that they mainly use is called testosterone. All right, so now you can go ahead and pause this, and we will work on the next section as a class. Thank you very much.